Hey everybody, I'm Dan. This is another review of some backpacking equipment. This is the ALITE Mayfly chair, and this is the Helonix ground chair. I just want to go over a couple of these. These seem like they were the best two options for backpacking chairs. I know some of the ultralight backpackers really wouldn't carry a chair like this. It just adds extra weight. But I'm looking for a little bit of comfort when I'm out there, and you know, a lot of the trips are just weekend trips. So sometimes it's nice to have a nice chair with you if you're going to build a fire, if you're going to be hanging out at all. So I really couldn't decide between the two. They both seem like they have pretty similar features, but they are different in a few ways. So that's the purpose of this review. I just want to show you all what the differences are. We'll weigh them, we'll try them out. One of my main concerns was how high does the seat go in the back. I've noticed on a couple of the chairs with the backs on them, you know, kind of got lodged up under my shoulder blade, and I could see that getting uncomfortable. A little bit about me. I'm about 200 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall. I need something that's going to have a little bit of support. So at least, you know, kind of as I try these out, what kind of body type is going into these chairs. So the ALITE Mayfly chair has a couple extra features. It is a little bit heavier, I think. You can feel it. This one actually is, it looks like they're the same size, but this one feels like you can really compress it down. So we're going to basically do an unboxing of both of these. The Mayfly chair, one of the benefits is it's got it can be used with or without the front feet. And I'll show you that when we open them up, okay? So, just to give you an idea also, this is the Thermarest Z seat, okay? I mean, you can see they're about the same size. Obviously, the Z seat is super light. I mean, this thing's 2 ounces. The Helonix ground chair, the packed weight says 590 grams, and the Mayfly chair says 1.6 pounds. Okay, so the ALITE Mayfly chair, we'll go into that one first. It's got a nice carry pouch here. Take it out. It has 2 sets of poles. One is the front. Snaps pretty easily together. There is a little rotatable end on both sides that will clip into the front of the main set of poles. Clips together really easily, just like any tent would. Okay. So as you can see, it clips together very easily. These are the back feet of the chair. You can see that the front is yellow, and you'll notice that on the actual material itself. You've got little yellow holsters here that will go in just to kind of, so you know which way to go. These holsters are really sturdy. I mean, it's almost like trying to straighten out piece of cardboard or something. I mean, there's no cardboard in there, but it's just overlapped material that's really strong. I mean, that is not going to rip under any circumstances. Behind it feels like there is a piece of plastic, like hard plastic, and then on the underside where your legs might hit or your shoulders might rub, they actually did a good job of putting some padding under there. What you can do is you can actually put this on the chair, and you can use it just with the back feet, and you can kind of sit there and rock, right? And you'll see when I get the front feet on that, you know, you can lean back and rock with it. Okay, so let's put this thing together here. So make sure all the poles are in right. If you don't, or they're not in tight into these back feet, your chair's going to be askew. You really want to make sure those are in. Now let's put our bottom feet on here. It's nice if you do it two-handed. Make sure that when you put these in, that you can see that you can put these in so that the feet are kind of extending out towards the front. That is no good. You'll probably end up sitting on the ground. It looks like it's got a little bit of play here, so if you do put it on backwards, that it'll let you know. You know, you'll be sitting on the ground if you put it in the wrong way. So now that everything's in good, it's probably a good idea to put the yellow or front portion in first. Makes it a little bit easier to bend the back poles in place because you have this extra bracing here. So let's squeeze this into place. See, it does get a little bit tricky. But that's kind of why I say to put the front ones in first, because then you can just bend the back ones into place and the front will stay where it's at. If you put the back in first, you're just gonna have problems putting it together. All right, so that's the chair. So I'm gonna take a seat in it. Chair is really comfortable. Again, you can lean back. Let me turn to the side here so you can see. Okay. So here with this chair, it's really nice. This comes up, my shoulder blade is right here, so it actually comes right around or under this padded corner. Really comfortable. It's actually really nice leaning back like this. Just rocking in place. You can sit up. It's got really good support in the back. My neck isn't tired. I could definitely sit like this for a long time. Really, really comfortable. And if you don't want to use the front feet, again, you can just kind of rock on these back feet. You don't even need these this front foot section. You could leave that at home if you wanted it to be a little bit lighter. We'll weigh each of the parts later on in the video. So, feels really well constructed, easy to put together. It's just a nice chair. And if you think about it, if you've got like a hill or an incline or something, having these front feet or needing these front feet for support is actually going to be a downside of the chair, which might be a downside of the Helonix. But the having just the back feet able to support the whole weight of the basket, you know, that's kind of cool, because if you're on that kind of a slope, you can just put the front feet, the back feet into the ground and just kind of hang out just like this. If you're using for a concert or something like that, it might be good. Okay, so put that to the side. Now we're going to take out the Helonix ground chair. This is actually kind of an unboxing here. I haven't even taken out, haven't put it together yet, so we'll kind of do this together here for the first time. Again, comes with a nice little stuff sack for it. The stuff sack on this one seems like a little bit lighter, denser than the ALITE Mayfly chair. Looks like there's a main pole here that is actually kind of glued in place. That's not moving. And then we'll get all these. I mean, anything with 10 poles is pretty simple to put together. You could shake it around and everything will fall into place. So putting this thing together, this feels pretty sturdy. Nice feet on the bottom. Good plastic, you know, good hard plastic. Here is the basket or the seat portion. There's a little instructions on the back, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Just tells you to put 1 and 1 up in the top. And I think I'll just go with the logo to tell which side goes in which. This one doesn't have removable front feet, so I'm just going to throw the back in here first and we'll see how it goes. Again, this is a really hard set of material here. Really folded up well and sewn down. Some kind of a hard, not really canvas, almost has a rubbery feel to it, but it's not stretchable at all. Again, some padding, so for your shoulder blades or your legs if they rub up against the corners. These kind of things, I think they just need to be worked in because they're really strong. I mean, I don't think either of these right off the bat will feel like they will ever rip through. I mean, the other material somewhere else might rip before the actual chair, the actual holders posts themselves will rip. Okay, so here we got the Helonix. It actually looks a little bit wider. See if you can see this. I'm going to put edge to edge here. It looks wider, but it's not. This one, the Helonix just goes straight all the way, and the Mayfly chair has a little bit of a taper to it. around the sides here. There's a mesh on the Mayfly. There's also a mesh on the Helonix, but on the Helonix there is openings here on the side, so you can lose some change or your cell phone. Okay, so this chair is pretty comfortable too. It's the first time that I've sat in it. It's very comfortable. It's definitely feels like definitely feels very similar to the feel of the ALITE, except honestly it's got a lower back. Not that that's bad. If you're a little bit shorter, you might like that. I think the Helix is a little bit lighter, but you can see here are the corners here, and it's right under my armpit. So again, I'm 6 foot, and if I was sitting in this, I can definitely sit in this for a while. I feel like it's pretty comfortable. I don't think my neck will get tired at all sitting in this. It is very comfortable. You can lean back in this too. I mean, if you were on a hill or an incline, you could probably make this work for you also. But the ALITE Mayfly chair actually, to me, is a little bit more comfortable than this. You know, if you like to stretch your arms back like this, maybe, you know, that might be nice sometimes, but I'm just trying to give you guys everything that I can here. I do feel pressure, not pressure, but I do feel that the chair is holding me around my hips here, around my butt. I mean, it's holding my upper back, but there's not a lot of upper back support around the shoulders. You know, you can see I'm kind of hanging off this chair. Let me show you the same thing from the side like I did with the ALITE. Okay, so here we go. You can see I got my arms back here. Neck's not too tired, but if I sit like this with my arms back, I'm starting to go back. Let's look at both chairs side by side. In the front, I mean, you can check the balance. I'll start going back with each. You can see that you got a couple extra inches here with the Mayfly chair. This one's got more of a square-shaped basket. This one's got more of a upright. You know, it's like a little bit longer, more of a instead of a square, you've got kind of a rectangle. Just jump in each one. The ALITE chair is definitely the most comfortable, without a doubt. I mean, for me, you know, you might use it for different purposes, but you sit in this chair, and I mean, I could probably sit forward in this chair much easier. This feels probably more comfortable than this for me. Whereas in the Mayfly, as soon as you sit in, you know, I'm comfortable sitting like this too, but it really just invites you just to sit back. And you got really good upper back support. I mean, comfort-wise, the ALITE Mayfly chair definitely wins for me, hands down. So let's go into looking at some of the weights and how to pack them back up, and we'll get this review wrapped up. Okay, everybody, I'm going to spare you the breaking down phase. It's pretty much just watch the movie in reverse. It's not rocket science. But I will show you the weights. I got a basic kitchen scale here. Let's see if I can weigh some of the parts of this. We're going to start with the Helonix ground chair. And you've got 7.5 ounces. Or 215 grams. Okay, now we're going to weigh the poles here of the Helonix ground chair. You definitely need that rubber band or they'll all just start popping apart. You've got 396 grams or 13 7/8 ounces. Here is the ALITE Mayfly. Seat portion is 6 3/4 ounces. If you wanted to save some weight and not bring the front stays along with you, you're saving 3 3/8 ounces. The poles start to open up a little bit, so I'm just going to borrow the rubber band from the Helonix. And you've got 14 5/8 ounces or 418 grams. That's for the ALITE Mayfly. And if you guys are getting crazy, rubber band doesn't weigh anything. Okay, so let's package these guys back up here. We'll do the Helonix ground chair first. Honestly, it's a great chair. I mean, good construction. You know, everybody's got their own preferences as far as comfort's concerned, but I just couldn't find this kind of review online or on YouTube or anywhere. So that's kind of why I'm doing it for you guys today. So, you know, sometimes I kind of feel bad ordering something and then just trying it out and returning it, but sometimes you just got to do that. You know, places got to restock it, I understand, but hopefully my review will save some of you guys from having to go through the trouble and the shipping and all that kind of stuff. So I got this back in the bag and try to package it back up exactly the way that I got it. Hope we don't get too many cat hairs on it, you know. Pretty easy to put back in its bag if you were to go with this chair. If you're going strictly on weight. Okay, so now we're going to do the ALITE Mayfly. So basically, they kind of tell you here in the instructions how to put it back in the bag. It's pretty self-explanatory, but just fold it in half. Actually, I'm going to see if I can stagger them a little bit. These little corners sometimes get bulky on you. Do a little roll. See if we can get this one to fit back in the bag. It's working out pretty good. Just shove the corners back in if you get them stuck at the top. Pull that shut here, and there you go. Yeah, I know this has all the tags on it and whatnot, but in case you're interested, I'll give you a full weight with tags. Obviously, you're gonna rip them off, but let's see what the difference is. 748 grams, or 1 pound 10 ounces. 1 pound 10 3/8 ounces, and the Helonix ground chair, we have 1 pound 7 ounces or 655 grams. And again, if you wanted to drop that extra weight and you really wanted to have a chair with you, you could always leave those front feet home, and you know, you could end up with the same, you know, same weight. Okay, that's it. Hope I helped somebody out here, and that's all for this one.